This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
That's perfect.
Betsy.
Marcy.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantabulous.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantabulous.
So, I don't know if you know, but I just got back from Arizona.
Oh, yeah, you went to the old Sedona.
I went to the old town Sedona. And while I was there, we took a little evening trip to a town called Jerome, Arizona.
That place is haunted as shit.
Oh, boy, is it.
Yeah, it's on Ghost Adventures a lot.
That's correct. It is on Ghost Adventurers. We went there as a group. We did a ghost tour.
Awesome.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about Jerome, Arizona, the old ghost town.
The old ghost town.
Okay. So at the turn of the last century, Jerome was a boom town and home to 15,000 copper miners.
Isn't that crazy?
Plus, it had dozens of brothels.
Oh, yeah.
Saloons and opium dens.
Hell yeah.
A den to relax and just do opium.
Classic mining town.
In 1903, the New York Sun called it the wickedest town in the West.
Oh, shit.
So during those days, people died in mining accidents, in gunfights, overdoses from their fun opium, suicides, etc.,
Yeah.
including the flu. So it was once the state's fourth largest city. Jerome's population plummeted below 100, becoming a ghost town almost overnight.
Whoa.
Its saviors came in the form of squatter hippies and artists who took over the abandoned town in the 60s, and in some cases buying up rotting homes for just a few bucks.
Whoa.
And by the 70s, Jerome had also become a mecca for rowdy motorcycle gangs.
Oh my God.
Because it's like all these
everything.
Well, it's all these like windy mountain roads and then an amazing view of the Red Rocks.
Okay.
So like, yeah, motorcycle gangs are like, this is a great hideout and we can do drugs and whatever we want and just chill here for no money.
Great.
So also a little factoid is one of the founders of Jerome was this guy, Eugene Jerome, and his wife was like she like pushed him to like put money into the town so that, seeing that it could be like a booming mining town. And he was a cousin of Ginny Jerome, the mother of Winston Churchill.
Whoa.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And apparently that family didn't love being associated with the wickedest town in the West.
Yeah, I bet.
So,
whoa.
Today, like I said, Jerome is like a big artist and tourist community and has about 400 residents.
Okay.
So basically,
how far away is it from Sedona?
it's about I want to say it's like 40 minutes.
Okay.
So it's not far. It's just like east of Sedona.
Okay.
But yeah, there's 400 residents, so you can't really talk shit about any of them. So it's a bunch of artists and, old motorcyclists.
And just like it relies on tourism? Or if even?
Yeah, I mean, they said that in a year they get about 1 million visitors.
Oh, okay.
Which blew my damn mind.
Yeah.
I guess like they got 7 the night that I went.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So you're welcome, Jerome.
Also, it is like a lot of cool galleries and
just an old-timey town.
And there are some really cool spots there, which I'll kind of cover. Okay, so one of the town's most well-known ghosts is said to lurk at the town's community center, which at one point was a JCPenney's.
Oh my God, yes, good.
Formerly called Lawrence Memorial Hall, the building is often called Spook Hall due to a number of strange happening by resident ghosts. So before the building was built, in its place stood a number of small shacks referred to as cribs, used by sex workers who lived there and entertained the many horny miners. So they estimate that at the time of the boom, when there were like 15,000 miners in town, there were about 100 sex workers.
Oh, yeah. So I thought there'd be more.
They were busy.
I know.
They were really busy.
Oof.
So one of the brothels there lived a sex worker who was stabbed to death by a miner.
Oh my God.
And I actually heard the story on the tour was that he thought maybe she had stolen from him, so he stabbed her.
And he was just fucked up on booze and opioids and just paranoid. Yeah. They're all paranoid because they're all trying to find stuff. And
also, it was really interesting while on the tour, they were talking about, he didn't call them sex workers, and when I corrected him, he laughed at me. So cool.
I mean, you're in Jerome.
I know. Although he was from Toluca Lake, what's his deal?
Really? Yeah, but he's living in Jerome.
That's true. He had a bad divorce and then moved out there with his parents.
Motorcycle gangs go to hang out.
It's really funny. I learned too much about his life. But I was like, well, of course there were like 100 women who were, sex workers, because like if like a husband left you back in the Wild West,
sweet, yeah,
you were done. Like you had nothing to do, but then the only way to survive would be like, well, I guess I have to go sleep with a bunch of dirty, dusty miners.
Ew, yeah.
Okay.
So what a wild time to be alive.
Terrible. She's often seen in front of Spook Hall, lingering there momentarily before moving onward towards the Connor Hotel, where she vanishes. So the Connor Hotel, which is like up on the corner of the main drag, it was built in 1898 by David Connor, and it burned down twice in its first couple of years. Then they got smart and they're like, we need fire insurance. Or maybe they got fire insurance before. So
let's use brick.
Well, they were able to rebuild it multiple times.
Don't you feel like it would be like, okay, let's stop trying to build here?
You know what? I think they were like, this is what insurance is for.
I guess so.
So
I guess stuff caught on fire all the time back then, because they were like candles on Christmas trees.
Yes, they were just
and big dresses.
Big dresses. Everything was made of rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
The only way to
drinking it, you're bathing in it.
So the mines began to die and the hotel closed in 1931, and then it became a low-end hotel in the 60s and 70s, closed, and then in the 80s, and then now it's renovated, and they say there are ghosts in all the rooms.
I bet.
So in room 1, the first guest who stayed there was an electrician who was working on the hotel, and that's where he was staying.
Okay.
And he heard whispers and the sound of women laughing in the room.
Oh my God.
Later, he felt cold chills and spent the rest of the night sleeping in his van. I was like, I'm not going back in that fucking room. So other strange events have been reported, including armoire doors opening on their own.
Armoires are fucking scary.
They're already
dude.
scary. And then I think it's like room number 3 or 4 where someone heard people hear a growling dog on the other side of the door.
Oh my God.
When there's like no dogs there.
Ew, okay. Yeah.
He was just like a little dead puppy being like, why am I here? So then there is the Jerome Grand Hotel.
Okay.
Which is magnificent. I didn't go to it. I just saw it from down the hill.
Yeah.
So it's perched up on Cleopatra Hill. It's another haunted hotel. So originally the building was the United Verde Hospital, and it opened in 1927.
Fuck.
A little interesting fact, since Jerome was making so much money, they made millions of dollars a year, which back in the 20s was crazy money. So they had all this state of the art equipment, which is probably just chainsaws and stuff compared to today. But it really treated so many people, and they had a psychiatric ward.
Whoa.
And so so it was a state of the art for the time.
Yeah.
So after the hospital opened, patients and staff began to tell stories of hearing people talking, coughing, moaning, and cries of distress coming from empty rooms.
Oh, God. I was in the hospital one night once, and I heard moaning, but it was like somebody in a room.
A legit person in pain.
They wouldn't let me close the door to my room.
They're like, no, we got to watch you.
Yeah, and they had an alarm on my bed, so when I would get up to go pee, they kept being like, did you fall out? I'm like, no, you guys can turn it off. Like, I'm doing fine.
They're like, well, that's kind of our whole deal. So we just watch our whole thing. So a lot of people theorize that those moaning, cries, coughing, or spirits of people who died in a flu epidemic in 1917.
The big Spanish flu one or whatever.
Is that the one?
I mean, that was a big one in the early 1900s.
I bet. A bunch of Spaniards were like, it's fine. And they're like, we're not the same. Our germs are different. So one of the spirits that lurked in the building for many years is thought to be an old bearded miner.
Yes.
And he was reported by a hospital patient who saw a bearded man gliding down the hall.
And
turning on all the lights on his way.
Ew.
Another nurse reported having seen a bearded man standing at the very end of a hallway, but when she approached him, he vanished.
Yep.
And guests of the hotel today report ghostly bearded man, especially on the second and third floors. Another spirit is that of a small boy, described to be about 6 years old.
Nasty.
And then they have other like things like footsteps going up and down the stairs, hallways, doors that open and close, objects being moved, electrical appliances that turn off and on by themselves. And then there's the hotel lobby, which has other spirits there.
Yeah.
So let's see, like someone can be seen. The doors are opening and closing like someone's coming and going. Chairs being rearranged while the desk clerks turn their back.
No, my God.
Items flying off shelves in the gift shop. As well as walls from the lobby, like things flying off the walls.
All that pyrite.
And then the lobby desk receiving phone calls from empty rooms.
That happens all the time.
It happens all the
in
day.
Every haunted hotel, that's such a thing.
I guess it's like the one thing that's easy to manipulate is to be like, oh, if I hit this little wire right here, the little bell goes off. Cool. I learned a trick.
Yeah.
So the most famous ghost of the hotel is of a man named Claude Harvey, who was the hospital maintenance man in 1935. So he was well known in Jerome, and people called him Scotty. And everyone was very shocked to hear about his death because when he was found, his body was pinned under the elevator in the basement. And while they ruled his death an accident, some people are not sure. They think perhaps he could have jumped to his death, but most people at the time suspected that he was murdered and his body was dumped at the bottom of the elevator shaft. Because,
hoping that it would get squished.
Well, because, it was found in perfect working order, and that his neck was broken, but there was no other mark on his body. Except a small scrape behind his ear. So rumors were that there were potential suspects, and that then strange occurrences started happening, like lights in the elevator shaft have been seen. The sound of creaking elevator has long been heard, and even when the building was vacant and no power was on. Other guests have claimed to see a figure of a shadowy man in the basement on the stairs near the elevator. Ooh. And they describe him as angry, although my tour guide said he's very happy to be there. So,
okay. Who knows?
There's a bunch of other, spirits in the place. A lot of tragic events, like including a man in a wheelchair who fell from a balcony.
Oh, shit.
There was a shooting, a caretaker who hanged himself, a woman in white, sometimes seen roaming the hallways, and a small child.
Classic.
It's just a lot of shit, you guys.
Whoa.
Also, they're right below the Grand Hotel is this place called Haunted Hamburger.
Was it delicious?
I didn't go there. The town really closes up early.
I bet. I mean,
it is a real sleepy ghost town.
Yeah.
So also beneath the streets of Jerome, the mountain is still filled with what's like several of the abandoned mine shafts and tunnels. And they're said to be haunted, especially by a miner dubbed Headless Charlie.
Ew.
He was decapitated in a mining accident, and Charlie's head was found, but his body was never discovered.
Oh my God.
Isn't that horrifying? So
where did it fly from?
I mean, it just popped off. Maybe someone was running out and they kicked it and they just kept, you know.
They kept trying to pick it up but kicking it instead. Nope.
So after his death, miners began reporting unexplained footprints and seeing footprints and seeing a shadowy headless figure. And so many believe the spirit continues to stalk under the city. So, yeah, it's like... Okay. There's also a cemetery that they say is haunted that was used between 1897 and 1942.
Yeah.
So I went there. Yes. We had a ghost tour. This is long. I'm sorry, guys. No. And we went through some church where he was showing us like other people had images of like shadowy figures and stuff. Okay. We were not catching anything particular, but my friend Emily was using this little EVP thing. We had a lot of equipment, which was like sort of
that's fun.
I've never had that on a ghost tour before.
No.
Where like they give us like and we had. I wish I could remember the name of the box. Like the one. It's like everyone at home is gonna be yelling at me, but like it's like this.
Is it the one where it's like
yes, the
and then like wow?
Basically, what it's doing is it's running through radio channels really, really fast, and they say that the spirit box. Yeah, yes, I should have known that.
Come on,
boy, my brain.
Ghost Adventures.
What is happening with my head? So they had the spirit box, and we were sitting on like a bench on top of an old cemetery.
Oh shit!
And he was like, we don't even go. Like we just sit here. We don't go further. So we're sitting there, and I'm with like all my friends, and it's like beep, 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 like all this.
Yeah, making all this noise.
And then all of a sudden, I should say, I'm name dropping a little because a previous guest was with me, Aubrey Plaza, and I hear a voice so clear say, "Aubrey."
Really?
Yes.
Did everybody else hear it?
Well, I think once I gasped. And then, and also like, she's sort of famous. So it's like, maybe they did, you know, like we were thinking that, you know?
Yeah.
And then we start talking to it and we hear like, Aubrey. Again.
Oh my God.
And then like, but a lot of time is going between like hearing it. And then a third time, it literally says, Aubrey, blah, blah.
What?
And then, so the guy starts like rolling dice and stuff. And he's like rolling the dice and asking like what number is coming up. And like the first time out, it's a 10.
And it was right.
Yeah. And then it was like very hit or miss after that. Like it wasn't really like, it was, we weren't really getting good stuff. But like for a moment, I was like, holy shit.
They're big Parks and Rec fans.
Maybe. You know, it's really funny because like we ran into the other tour group because they split us in half because there were so many. And, he was telling them, and also I should state that 5 people in my group of 7 left midway through. So it was just 2 of us walking around the dark.
Wait, really? Why'd they all leave?
You know, I don't know, Betsy.
Okay.
They're cool. They're fun. They like to bail.
Yep, okay.
You know, so it's just 2 of us walking with this man. And we run into the other tour group. It's kind of weird that we lost our whole group.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then he was like, oh, we're having a lot of activity because basically they could do it the opposite way. Like where we start, they end. Okay. So he was like, if you go up to the church, we were having like a lot of like a good EVP session. And like they were saying a name. So listen for the name Aubrey Plaza. And then someone else in the group was like, that famous actress? I was like, we were all in together. Why didn't you notice her earlier? Like she was standing next to you.
Funny.
And the other cool thing was there was this in 1917 there was the Historical Society acquired the former jail, and it's now known as the sliding jail because it like literally slid down the mountain and then they just left it there.
That's very funny.
So that's Jerome, the Ghost Town.
That's cool.
It was cool.
So you even had kind of an experience there.
Or we were bamboozled.
Or we were getting duped big time.
Yeah. I don't think, you know what? I thought my thinking was it would have been more it would have had more activity happening if we were being duped.
Yeah,
like instead
you
of
would
just
think
waiting
of being
for
like,
so
let's
long,
get them into it, but maybe they're
Maybe they know to space
No,
it
you
out.
didn't get duped.
I mean,
we'll
who knows?
say all those miners are big Parks and Rec.
I will say that my other friend, who was not Aubrey, was having so much activity with just her little detector thing.
Really?
Like she was like doing the like blink once for no, blink twice for yes.
Oh my
thing.
God.
And really like all night long she was getting so much. And then I joked with her that she was possessed because she was acting like so high energy later, like at a bar.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got possessed. And she's like, no, I wasn't. I was like, yeah, you brought a ghost home.
Just
And
because
everyone
she's
knows.
having fun.
It was truly, it was
you're
like,
having fun, you're possessed.
but it was just like someone, you know, who like someone who like isn't super high energy and goofy, like all of a sudden being like, "Woo!" And
I
it was-
mean, on vacation.
she was sober at the time too. I was like, you're possessed by one of those sex workers who's like,
my
"Woohoo, I love
goodness.
a body." All right, that was Jerome.
That was good, Marcy.
Hey, you guys, go do us a little favy. Why don't you go on over to iTunes, subscribe, rate, review. If you give us 5 stars, that'd be cool and
that
awesome.
would be so rad.
And then Betsy, tell them what else they need to do.
And then please sell us your
Sell
stories.
us.
Tell us your stories.
We're
Send
buying
them
them.
to us
Yeah.
at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. We will read them. We'll listen to them. They're awesome.
We can't
We
wait.
love them. Let us know if you've been to Jerome at all.
Yeah.
And had any experiences.
Tell
or
us
if
how
you're
the
from there.
hamburgers were.
Tell us how haunted hamburgers were.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Mars.
You're welcome.
Holy shit, Marcy.
I'm super excited,
I am
Betsy.
so excited. This dude, our next guest, he's one of the coolest dudes I've ever met. He's from one of my favorite bands in the whole wide world.
Definitely have known of, been a fan of for at least 20-something years.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We're old. Yeah, he's in NOFX. He's a comedian, producer, actor. You do it all.
Yeah.
Welcome, Aaron Abeyta.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What's
Thanks
up?
for being here.
Betsy,
Yeah.
Marcy, how you guys doing?
And NOFX, you're known as
El Hefe.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
just,
Oh.
your stage name.
Stage name,
Yeah.
yeah.
How did you get that name?
Well, when I auditioned to get into the band,
Yeah.
Fat Mike said his girlfriend at the time, her name was Aaron.
Okay.
Who owns Fat Records with him. Mm-hmm. And he said, my girlfriend's name is Aaron. That's going to be too confusing. He goes, how about we call you, how about El Hefe? And I was
Great.
like, okay, that's fine. I don't hear any racial slurs in that, but
I don't hear any
So funny.
blatant ones in that, so I'll take it. Okay.
That sounds good. El Jefe ever since. Oh,
yeah,
well, welcome to the show.
thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
We were gabbing before, but you've been on Betsy's other podcast, so you've talked
Yes.
some spooky stuff.
Yes.
Yes,
You have
I-
some great stories.
So we always start by asking our guests, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Ooh, I believe quite a few things about the paranormal.
Yeah.
Boy, do I got some stories too.
That's what we're here for.
oh,
The
yeah.
crazier, the better.
I believe in aliens.
Yeah.
I believe
Yes.
there's life out there.
It's gotta be.
And I also believe they're in contact with our government.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
And I believe in spirits and
Yeah.
ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever like been to like psychics, mediums, or anything like that?
No, not really. I've never been to a psychic.
I'm sort of like, I've done it, but I'm weirdly not that curious about the future. I don't know why I do it. I just want to see what they can pick up on.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Like you were saying, you believe they're aliens are in contact with our government. So like, what are some of your theories that you ascribe to?
I think they would have to be. There's just no way. I mean, there's so many sightings and there's all this stuff going on. I would think for sure that our government would be working out something with them, some kind of a deal, and trying to keep it hush hush,
Oh yeah, like some mediating.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. that could be true, but definitely our government knows that they're out there.
Oh,
for
sure.
Yeah, right?
What was that guy from Canada that came forward?
What? A Canadian?
I don't know.
Like,
there was a Canadian.
Parliament
He
person?
was really high up.
Oh my God!
His
Justin
Trudeau.
Was that him? He put his career on the line.
What is his name? Justin.
He's hot.
Yeah, Trudeau's who I'm thinking of. Justin Trudeau. No, that's their prime minister. But I don't know who that was.
And he came out being like, we've been talking with aliens?
Yeah, he just came out and he said, hey, look, we've been talking. This is real. This is really going on. And I'm putting my career on the line. And everyone was like, whoa, no one's ever done that.
Yeah.
But the great cover is that everyone can always be like, but he's crazy, right, guys? He went crazy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the Russians that said to Obama, was it? He's like, you tell the world about aliens or I will.
Yeah. Right?
Tell us. Release the emails. That's really crazy. I'm going to Sedona soon, and I've heard that that's a place where there's so many UFO sightings and weird, like, lights in the sky, like all over Arizona and the desert out there. And there's a lot of big bases too, like not Air Force bases and stuff. So
when I was a kid, I was in Boy Scouts, and we were in Mount Shasta, and we were doing a 50-miler hike.
I was just hearing about Mount Shasta. Keep going. Yeah.
Check this out. We're doing a 50. I was trying to get my 50-miler merit badge, which I did. I got it.
That's
but
so
you
far.
hike deep into the mountains, 50 miles, and it takes about 7 days to do.
Whoa.
So you hike all day, then you set up camp, you go to sleep, you wake up, eat breakfast, and you hike again. And this goes on for like about, 6-7 days. Whoa. And late at night, we would be sleeping, and I would be staring up at the sky, and I would see these lights. They would zigzag across, and I would be like, what the fuck? Did you see that? I'm talking to my best friend. I'm like, did you just see that? Oh my God. He thought nothing of it. But it would be like a zigzag line.
Oh
like,
my God.
And then it would disappear. It would shoot out of nowhere.
That's not a fucking shooting star.
That's
not a fucking satellite.
That's not how lightning bugs move.
That is not how lightning bugs move.
It was
Whoa.
and then phew, gone.
Oh my God.
I always tripped off that.
Yeah. You know who moves like that? Batteries not included. They're the only ones.
What are batteries not included?
You never saw that movie?
I love that movie.
No, I never saw
God,
it.
you gotta see it.
I love that. You gotta see Batteries Not Included.
I'll watch
It's not a
it.
spooky movie, but it is about but it's such a fun and like one of those 80s like lighthearted, the alien's the good guy kind of movies.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's kind of comical. You would like it.
Yeah.
I
it's
love 80s alien movies.
Were
Except
there-
for Mac and Me. That scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah,
Mac and Me.
Was that Fred Savage? Or?
No, that was Little Monsters.
Oh, okay. What's Mac
and Me was pretty much like a cheaper version of E.T., but the aliens look horrifying. And E.T. is a scary looking alien.
Yeah.
But these Mac and Me's are horrifying. Anyways,
Whoa.
that's it. And like a kid like zooms down the mountain in a wheelchair. It's a wild movie. Yeah, that was me.
Another question we ask a lot is, any chance you grew up Catholic?
No.
Okay, just because that usually influences, like Catholics, we think maybe statistically much higher rate of believing in paranormal things.
I actually grew up Mormon.
Oh, also very similar that there is like a paranormal element of that.
The Mormons were involved.
Oh, wait, tell us.
Whoa, keep going, dude.
I can't go there.
Oh my God.
I can't talk about religion.
Shit.
Right, but like involved.
I've talked to lots of other people that say, "Oh no, the Mormons are in on this. They're involved." I'm like, what?
Involved in
this conspiracy to cover up aliens being here, or that they're communicating with.
I don't know. This dude gave me all this paperwork. He was a really old man.
Oh my God.
And I still have this paperwork, and I haven't never gone through it. And it's in a box. It's been sitting in my storage unit for 20 years.
What?
And what's it supposed to
You gotta
prove?
read it.
Huh?
What did he say it was going to prove?
He said it was proof that the Mormons were involved with the aliens.
Whoa.
You gotta go through that box.
I know, and I still have it, and I don't know why I've never gone through all his proof paperwork. But fuck, wouldn't that be awesome if we went through it together on this show?
Oh my God, let's do it.
Just like 70 pages of us reading line by line.
Just an old man's paperwork.
Well, one day I'll bring it here. We'll go through it and then maybe figure out, because
That's incredible. I've never heard that type of theory or idea.
Me and my best friend, we grew up in the Mormon religion.
Yeah.
And we were always into aliens. We were always magazines, books, and back then it was VHS. I got a box full of VHS alien stuff.
Awesome.
And DVDs, and like we were always into it.
Yeah.
And then he met this guy, this old man, who was giving him all these stories. He's all, Aaron, you got to get over here. You got to talk to this guy. He got him on the phone. Yeah. And I was like, no way. He's got to be a crazy old man. It can't be. Then sure enough, he gave all this paperwork to me. And I'm just sitting there.
Is it?
Oh my God.
I have so many questions about this paperwork. Like, was it originals? Copies? What was it?
It looks like copies.
Okay, like handwritten, like scribbles of like.
It was just a big folder full of stuff. And he said, this is the proof that the Mormons are involved.
Wow.
Or some high up, Mormons.
Yeah.
I would love to know that proof, because sometimes, I mean, I'm not discounting it because it definitely could be true. But sometimes people who are kind of kooky will be like, this is proof, and then they just tell you the things they've imagined.
Right.
And you're like, that's not proof, that's theories.
I mean, sometimes religions start from that.
Oh, yeah.
Just like this, I hear this thing, people are like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll follow that.
We'll just write a bunch of stuff, bind it together.
Call it a Bible.
Yeah. I mean, it's great.
Whoa, I am so curious.
Maybe I've been waiting for the right time to like break it out and go through it all.
It's 2019. Good year.
It's like a wine. You have to let it age for a while.
Yes. Weird paperwork saying that the Mormons are involved is a lot like a wine.
So you have a lot of experiences, you said. A lot of spooky.
I've had some very spooky experiences. Well, back in the day when I was, I had friends. There was actually 3 of us. We got involved in witchcraft and reading books on, that kind of stuff. And it was like a 3-man coven.
I love that so much that you're in a coven. Yeah. Very casually on Horny for Horror, he was like, yeah, I was in a coven. We're like, wait, what? Tell us everything. I love that so much.
But we were really young. We didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Yeah.
We were reading books and, following things. And we did this one ritual where we grabbed an oak branch, went out to the woods or a swampy area, and it was like a full moon, and we picked an oak branch. And you're supposed to let the branch pick you, but I don't know. I just reached up and I think this one.
This one's picking me. Here we go.
And then you take it back and you carve it as the sun rises. The full moon goes down, so you start carving it as the sun's coming up. And you carve yourself a wand out of it. And it's like supposed to be powerful or whatever. That was one of the things we did. We had candles. We would, one time we were in my garage. We had candles going. It was the 3 of us. And some weird green mass in the air was like hovering around us. We all freaked out.
Do you recall what type of what were you trying to accomplish with this coven?
I think we were sitting with our legs crossed on the floor.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
And we had a candle in the middle, and we're doing our thing. We all had talismans. How do you say it?
Talismans.
Yeah.
Talismans. I had like 4th pinnacle of the moon talisman, and they all had different ones. And all of a sudden, this greenish glow. I looked at my friend, and I said, "There's like a green glow on you. Where's that coming from?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm looking around the room. There's got to be green glass somewhere, and the candlelight is reflecting off the green glass. And I'm looking all around the room. Oh, there's nothing. And then it just kind of this, and then it goes off of him. It goes on to the next guy. And then he sees it on him, and then it's on me, and I'm like, And then all of a sudden the candle just goes out, and it's black in our garage. We're like,
I just got chills. That's horrifying.
What the fuck? So we relight the candle, and we're just like, get it off. Yeah. We opened up the garage door, and we all 3 of us ran out. We're like, what the fuck was that?
That is could be in a movie so easily.
Absolutely.
Do you know what you were trying to do?
I can't remember. It was so long ago.
Did like the mood or like did the atmosphere?
Well, you were scared
get
as
weird. I mean,
but
like, did you feel a different sort of energy?
I felt cold, like a cold chill, like you're outside in the cold.
Yeah,
I remember feeling that. And I could feel it on me as it went over me. I could feel this energy on my face, and everyone felt it and saw it. And we're like, what the fuck is that? I mean, and our room was all dolled up with all kinds of black candles and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Oak branches everywhere.
Lots of carved oak branches. Whoa.
Do you think it's weird or like I don't know, like a little like too on the nose that like there's so many like there's like being into like a witchcraft in a coven is like a very like LA lady thing now, or yeah. I mean, like because it is a thing where people are like, we have a coven, and it's like, do you? It's like, okay. Like we just like I know every time I have a all girl improv team, and every time we get together, we do like. Not like literal spells, but we do a bunch of like stuff that we're like, we'll write down intentions and burn them and like say a bunch of chants and stuff.
Whoa, that's a coven.
That's a coven. I mean, we did a lot of spell stuff too. A lot of us did, all kinds of weird stuff. What I found as I got out of it, what I realized is energy, space is spherical. Whatever your thoughts, whatever you're thinking, whatever you project, it eventually comes back around.
Yeah,
it's like imagine inside of a rubber ball, like a bouncy ball. Whatever you shoot out, it's going to go hit the wall and come around that back where it originated. Yeah. So whatever your thoughts, whatever you're thinking, whether it's positive or negative, that's why people say think positive. Keep it positive, stay motivated, and think that way. Don't think negative, because your life is just going to become a big negative mass of garbage.
I really like that, thinking of it like that, because it is just like
whatever you're projecting out is coming back around behind you.
Yes,
it's catching up to you.
Oh, God, I like that a lot.
So I thought about that later with spells, too.
Yeah.
Especially, I knew other women that were doing banishing spells on, I hate this guy. I'm going to banish him, make him leave the city. It's like, you're going to banish yourself.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
You're going to do.
Exactly. Oh, my God.
Our big thing is
banishing spell.
We try to do spells where we get more vacations together, because it's hard for...
That's a good positive spell.
It's hard for 7 people.
I love a good vacation spell.
We're like, because it's 7 of us and we all live all over the country, so we're like, we just need excuses to see each other once a year.
Yeah.
That's a good spell.
Lots of spells
they do them around 4th of July, a New Year's spell.
I never thought about that, like the banishing spells and like did you know anyone who was into like more negative, like trying to seek revenge or anything? I
don't know about revenge, but I just know I remember other people doing spells like, I'm going to do this spell, and then them not realizing it's negative energy.
Yeah.
And they justify in their mind like, oh no, this is actually positive because of this, and they rationalize.
Yeah.
They don't see it. I think people can make big mistakes putting out bad energy and rationalizing themselves. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually good because of this, see?
It's such a human thing to do, is to justify to yourself, like, no, this is good for me, or whatever it might be.
This is good for him. I'm going to help him.
Get him out of this city. This is going to be great for him. And how old were you when this was going on? Because it sounds like you knew a lot of people who were kind of doing...
Yeah, I was in college.
Okay,
for around first year college.
Yes.
That's the perfect age. You're like out of the house, so your parents can't get mad at you for doing spells.
Exactly, where it is kind of game on.
And I remember there were a lot of mushrooms involved and LSD.
Yep. Good. That's a good witchcraft.
Honestly, it's spooky, but it's like good, clean American fun.
I like that kind of spooky. Oh my goodness.
I feel like
that's awesome.
I was in junior high, all of my friends, we were always getting books about we thought our school library was going to have a bunch of books on witchcraft and spells.
Yours didn't have like an occult section?
We had some, but not that, like a lot. We were always let's do a spell. Let's find out who we're going to marry. Like, I don't know why that was a big concern in 5th grade.
Just play MASH.
There was a special place to get all those books that you couldn't find them at normal libraries.
Yeah.
You would find them at like mystic candle shops.
Yep.
And like we had one by Sacramento City College that we used to stop by. I think it's called Mystic something.
Yeah.
And you walk in there and there's like it's different candles and there's books and there's like incense and talismans, like all kinds of crazy stuff. And I think there was an older lady there that's like, what are you guys doing? We were young.
Yeah.
Why are you guys reading these? These are not good. Here, let me show you the good stuff, and turn this on in a more positive,
and that's nice of her.
She's like, I'm worried your kids are messing up your minds, because there's a bunch of garbage in there too.
And then you left the shop and you're like, what a nice lady, and turn around and the shop's gone.
Yeah. There's a pile of rubble.
Yeah. Whoa, that's nice of her.
Yeah, it was nice. It's like she was like a older woman, mommy figure. She cared. Yeah. She was like, you guys are so young. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
That's really great. That's like in the craft, they have that lady who's like at the store where they're like shoplifting.
Yes.
And she's like, whatever you do comes back times 3.
Ah, just like the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And we're back.
Yeah, good break.
Hey, I loved it.
What a good break.
Oh, ran around the house twice.
Yeah. Got some good laughs
Thanks for the
in.
crackers and cheese. That was great.
I always have a spread ready. So that was your witchcraft phase. What other kind of spooky stuff have you encountered or
Oh, there was another spooky time I encountered Tom DeLonge on a plane.
What is do you know, so have you known him for a while?
We've done a lot of shows with Blink-182.
So what is up with that? Like, how are people in the music industry feeling about him kind of like going off to become like like an alien conspiracy theorist of sorts? Or
okay, so I'm really deep into aliens. I watch every Ancient Aliens show and every UFO show there is on television because I've always been into it. So I thought, I'm going to connect with Tom DeLonge. We're flying next to each other. We're on our way to do it.
We have a lot of things in common.
You absolutely do.
So we're playing the same festivals. I forgot where we were flying to. It might have been Montebello or I don't remember, Rockfest. It was one of those. And I brought it up. I said, hey Tom, yeah, I know you're into aliens. I watch History Channel. I'm into Ancient Aliens. I watch all the shows.
Yeah.
And I'm really into it too. And then he turns to me and gets this crazy look in his eyes. And he gets dead serious. He's all, it's deeper than that. You got to read books. Lots of them. And he goes, they're watching me. I was like, whoa.
What? Oh,
He
no.
said, he's dead serious. He's like, they're watching me. They're listening to me. Monitoring my calls and everything. I was just like, okay. And then he turns around and ignores me from that point. I was like, all right.
Yeah. I'm going to watch my Ancient Aliens
I'm gonna,
just chill out.
read my omens.
Don't you ever tell me I gotta read books again, Tom DeLonge.
Do you know how many books I read? Have you seen my library of DVDs and VHS?
Also, like, hey, dude, you're worried about people listening to you. You're the one who's going out there and telling everyone every thought you've ever had about aliens, right? Like,
right.
He's like really putting himself out there. Yeah. So it's like, well, yeah, they're listening. You're talking.
I've talked to other people in the industry, and some of them say, no, dude, that shit's real. They really are monitoring him. The government's really monitoring him. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, my God. Because he's like starting to get to know too much. Is that why they would monitor?
He's public. He's
public.
He's
very
talking about
public.
it out in the
That's
open.
it.
And he's also like making claims about the government and what they're doing.
Oh, of
too.
course.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of followers.
So
He's
like
famous
that's
fan.
another part. Like maybe they're listening just to be like, well, let's just see what he has to say.
Yeah.
Like if
Maybe
someone
he'll
were
have some good ideas.
I mean, if someone were like, someone's talking about you, Marcy, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go. I want to hear.
Yeah.
Someone's talking about
I gotta
me.
hear about this.
Yeah, what they say? That's really funny that he. That's exactly how I'd imagine him to be, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever encountered any spirits or?
Oh yeah. When I moved to Hollywood, let's see, it must have been early 90s, maybe 90, 91. And I had an apartment on June Street in Fountain. It was off of Fountain. It was June Street.
Yeah.
And you ever have those dreams, or you wake up and your mind is awake, but you can't move your body?
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's happened to me a lot throughout my life. And I can't move, and it's scary, and I feel like there's a force or something, and my eyes are open.
Yep.
And my mind's awake. I'm in there, and I can't move my freaking body.
Yep.
So I was in my apartment alone, and that happened, and my eyes are awake, and then I see a figure's face. It was scary looking too, like a monsterish
Whoa.
figure, and it was kind of floating from my feet towards my head's up on a pillow towards my face.
God.
I see this face, and it's like, I'm like, I know, I'm imagining this. There's no way this is real. My eyes are starting to adjust or something. There's no freaking way. And it stared at me, and I stared it back in the eyes, and then it slowly went up, and out of the ceiling.
Whoa.
And then I finally was able to move, and I was like, what the fuck? And I turned on the lights. I was like,
That's because we've heard about sleep paralysis before, and sometimes people will see like a shadowy humanoid figure,
or like a hag. A hag is
or like in the corner of the room, or like a hag or something like that. But that I've never heard of, like someone, like a face just watching you.
It was weird, and I this has happened to me a lot, where I see shadowy figures in the corner or whatever. My eyes are open, I can't move my body, and the shadowy figure will slowly, my eyes will focus, and it will not be there. It will all of a sudden. But this thing stayed. And I'm like, I'm awake. I'm trying to see, because I've been through this before, and it just stayed, and to get closer and closer and closer. I was like, what the fuck? And finally,
God,
that's awful.
That's horrifying. That's so. and it was like monstery, like.
It was trying to scare me.
Yeah.
And its face changed. It made it like tried to make a face at me.
Ew! Oh God!
That's fucking creepy.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
How is that if your eyes are starting to adjust? I know you imagine things sometimes when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're looking at the corner of your room. Oh my God, is there someone there? And you're then your eyes all of a sudden adjust. Oh, it's not. And there's nothing there.
Yeah, your brain's like putting together the information that it's getting from your eyes and like trying to process it and like what makes the most sense. But I don't know why your brain would, like, it would make sense that your brain's like, someone's in the room. Oh, that's just a shadow. Like that would be it's a safety mechanism to be like, do you need to be alert? Nope, that's a shadow. But why would it be like there's a monster face, just a face floating at you? Like that, your brain doesn't need to do that to you.
No.
It started off far away too. So that's why I thought, this is another one of those things.
Yeah,
it's far away in the corner of the room. And then it slowly came closer and closer.
Oh my
and then closer and closer. I was like, okay, this is new.
That's so scary. Did anything else like happen in that apartment?
No, I think it was just
kind of sleep stuff.
Yeah, just sleep stuff.
I bet when you're traveling around, you find yourself in like haunted, like in like historically like haunted locations. Often.
Oh my God, we were in East Germany, my whole band, and we did a concert with Manowar and some other some big metal fest, and we stayed at some hotel in East Germany, and all of us had the same story when we left the hotel. We're all like, get the fuck out of here.
What?
Let's get the hell out of this place now. It was creepy. We all had this creepy feeling. Scary. I was scared in my room. And I had the lampshade on, the light on the lamp. And I was like, why do I feel so fucking scared right now? And I felt like there was a presence in the room. You could feel like someone's here, someone's staring at me. It was that creepy, scary feeling. And then when we all got on the bus to leave, everyone was telling the same story. They go, I want to get the fuck out of here now.
Wow.
That was creepy. You too? Yeah, me too. You feel weird? Yeah, I felt fucking scared. Like something's not right here.
God.
Something's wrong.
Ew.
That's such a bummer too. Like after playing a show and probably just being like, all I want to do is get some fun sleep. And then you walk into your room and you're just like, I can't fucking. Something is wrong here.
I'm afraid to fall asleep.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got good sleep that night.
Yeah. Oh, that's so scary.
That is really scary.
Germany? Yeah, they probably got everything in Europe.
They had a lot of stuff happen. A lot of stuff happened there.
A lot of stuff happened in Germany.
Yeah.
That was East Germany. So.
Yeah.
Like the wall went down when we were in school.
Yeah.
That's right. Wasn't it Ronald Reagan that said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall?
They did. He said, okay.
Okay, we will.
It's like,
okay. Sounds good.
Give me $4 million, I'll do
it. You have another story that you told on Horny for Horror about like hearing a ghost or hearing something.
Shit, you're not going there.
I mean, do you want to go there?
This house was haunted.
Okay.
It was legitimately haunted. So
the house you lived in on June.
No. So my friend that I did music with, His name is Mark Curry. So his mom moved into this, rented a house.
Yeah.
And we all moved in there, and we were still doing our, we had oak branches up and pentagrams, and he dressed his room up, and we would be hanging out in the living room, and doors would slam, just like blam, super loud. And I'm like, oh my God, there must be a window open. There must be a breeze.
Yeah.
And then you get up and you check it out, and you go, look, no, the windows are all closed. I go, that's odd. And then again, it would happen again. We would just be hanging out, all of a sudden the door would just go slam down the hall. We're like, whoa. And we didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
We would laugh about like, a spirit or whatever.
Yeah.
So then one day I'm taking a nap on his bed. He's got his candles and everything there. And I'm just kind of just laying down napping, and he goes out into the backyard with his other friend to do something. And the door to the backyard has a deadbolt type of lock. And I'm halfway asleep, halfway awake, and that when I'm starting to fall asleep, and then I hear the voice, and it was super clear, and it was this. It almost sounded like you ever listen to like a CB radio. Yeah, like the voice, the way it sounds going through it, like a cop next to you. Code 5. We got a code 5 with the. It sounded like that, but it was just like Satan, Satan.
God damn it!
And I was like, what the fuck? I open my eye a little bit, look around. I must be imagining things. And then it does it again. It goes Satan, Satan, and then it went.
Oh my!
And when the laugh happened, I opened my eyes completely. I was wide awake, and I could hear the laugh fading off. Like, I was like, okay. I jumped out. I said, Mark, is that? I thought they were fucking with me or something, because it sounded like a radio type frequency. And then I ran down the hall, and Mark's pounding on the door to come into the house. Yeah, and I undo the deadbolt. And Mark goes, why the fuck do you lock us out, man? I go, what? I didn't lock you out. I go, I was just in your bedroom hearing voices. Yeah. And I swear, he goes, you didn't lock the door. I go, no. He goes, it's a deadbolt. There's no fucking way. We went out this door. There's no fucking way.
Like it didn't catch or whatever.
Somebody did the deadbolt
fucking
to
Satan.
Lock the door.
Fucking Satan
locked them out, and then try to go in my ear.
Yeah.
And we all talked about it, and we're like, oh shit.
God, that's so scary. And the idea of it like sounding like it's on like a radio or whatever.
Yeah.
Is because like on all the ghost adventure shows and stuff, it's always like they find different frequencies.
Yeah.
To like you put their energy onto, and it's like, oh, it was doing that.
Yeah,
maybe.
It sounded like this dude was dialing in, like, whoa. And then he goes, gotcha, Satan.
Yeah,
it's really
found the channel, Satan. That's so wild.
That's really crazy.
And I don't think it was Satan. I think it was just probably like a bad spirit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
It was fucking with me, and I wonder. I think maybe somebody died in the house or something.
Something's up in that house.
As you were telling the story, I was like, well, because I was like, why would Satan be a prankster? And I was like, oh, it wasn't Satan. It was a ghost trying to scare you guys.
Right.
Because like, have you ever heard about like that like energy vampires and like ghosts, that they sort of like feed off our energy? Yeah. And so if you're very sad, very happy, very scared, that gives them like basically like a little high. It makes them like have a little high.
Yeah.
They can feel that off of you.
Yeah.
And so if you're like a ghost and you're like, well, I can't do much, but I can lock a door and make this guy think Satan's in the room. Right. Maybe I can scare all these like
smart
kids
ghost.
who are already have up these
slam
like
a door.
And they have these like talismans. They have like, they have like these guys are going to believe this, and maybe that'll give me a little jolt.
Right.
Maybe that'll feel great for me.
Well, whoever was in that house, whatever spirit, they wanted us out. They were slamming doors left and right.
Yeah.
They're like, get the fuck out of my house. This is my house. I'm still here.
Wild.
They're like, but you're dead.
Yeah. You can still be here. Just hang out with us on the couch, man.
Like, you don't have to go to work. You don't have to pay bills. Just chill out, dude.
Yeah, you pretty much get to be like a dog.
Did you get to watch TV in your life? You're going to get to watch a bunch of us.
I mean, if the spirit can do a deadbolt, they could probably do an Xbox, Here, want to play?
Exactly.
Sit down.
It'll be fun. Play some Halo. It'll be awesome.
People come in, Aaron, what are you doing? I'm playing with the ghost.
Yeah.
The ghost but you're winning. Yeah, he's not very good.
It's pretty bad.
I always do 2-player
God,
mode.
that's so scary.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I do like that you're like, not Satan though. Because like, no, that's not Satan.
Yeah, no way.
Fuck Satan. I don't want him.
Yeah.
No way. Oh my God. Have you had anything more recent happen? Or like the older you've gotten, has anything strange, or has it mostly been during like those times?
It was during those times.
Yeah.
Younger, years.
And when you're like pretty open to the idea.
Yeah, we were, back then we were open to the idea.
Yeah.
We were all about it. I after all that crazy shit, I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I feel that would have been enough for me too. I'd be like, I don't need any more oak branches.
Yeah.
I just gotta chill
I started
out.
touring with NOFX. I was like, I'm done with that
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's like a thing that happens, that people get into these sorts of things, like whether it be witchcraft or like
Skateboarding.
whatever it is, because like they have time on their hands and they want something else in life.
Yeah.
So like they get into that stuff, but when you have the other thing in life, then you're just like, okay, now I have to focus on this, and you don't have the same kind of like emotional energy to put into those things of being like, which is, I think it's just like all that stuff is like whether it be religion, whatever, it's all like wanting. I want something.
Yeah.
I have something that I need and I want. And so like you like spend a lot of time on it, whether it be going to church or doing spells or buying crystals
or a young thing to do, like a young person thing to do, is be
lost.
like, is this what I want? I'll try it hard.
Yeah,
is this what I want?
You're searching for your identity. You're searching for the thing, like, what do I want to do with my life?
Yes.
And that can be really, I think, possibly dangerous for people who, are in a bad spot and like desperate, to like, that can be like rough, I think.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Especially like if you even think of like this kind of like new age, like you can create everything you have as your creation and you're making it happen. Then to be like, well, my situation's bad. Did I make it bad? And like that can really like.
I didn't throw this out I didn't put this energy into the world that I wanted this situation.
I'm having really bad stuff happen to me. Is it because that's my fault or something? And like, because like that, I mean, part of it could be that like you're in it, but part of it could be circumstance. And I think that's like the scary thing about
it. Could be you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you could be manifesting it subconsciously, your thoughts.
Yeah, that's like, I really like oscillate between being like, is fate a real thing, that like you have a destiny and you were always going to do something, or is it all dumb luck? Like, I don't know. And then maybe it's like a
little bit both.
I think it's like an orchestrated version of like, okay, fate, and then we let this come in. Like, we also let life happen to you and see how that shakes out.
It's wild being a human.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of talks with friends recently and stuff where it is just like, man, it's hard being a human.
It is.
It's wild. It's fun, but there's so much of that where it's like, well, what is going on?
Yeah.
What is happening right now?
Yeah.
I think that's why most of us stay busy.
Yeah.
Doing something. Because if you're not busy, then you could stop and think about what's going on. What's really going on?
Yeah. I talk to my therapist a lot about that, where I'm like, a lot of times when it's just me, that's when my anxiety, like when I'm just chilling by myself, that's when my anxiety just gets high, like, because I just start thinking of everything.
Yeah, I get anxiety big time if I'm not doing something.
Yeah.
If I'm just, what do I do today? Then I start feeling the anxiety. I start getting depressed.
Yep.
It's like, that's scary. And I start pacing around the room like, I got to do something.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Yeah. It's like, I want to work to where I get to come home, and then I'm like, whew, I earned hanging out at home rather than just being at home being like, I should be doing something. Anything, or and also then thinking even worse stuff.
It's been kind of crazy for me. Like, I'm almost done with hiatus now, but I've had like since March 1st until like May 20th off.
For what? What do you do?
I'm a writer. I write on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it. And I go back soon, but like it's a lot of time on my hands now where I'm like, I was gonna write, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do all these things. And then I've just been like, no, I watched a lot of reality TV and kind of drove myself crazy. I keep reorganizing things in my house. That's what
I keep doing.
Yeah.
I reorganize things in my house, and then I watched shows on Netflix and Hulu and stuff. I need to find a show. That's what I need to do. I need to find a show to get into.
Yeah.
I need to watch it all.
Keep my mind occupied.
Yeah.
And then I need to watch it all in one day and then have something else I need to do.
Or I've been like cooking a bunch where I'm like, well, that's
Me
3
too.
hours of my day. Like,
Yeah.
But it's so crazy when I'm like, I don't do any of this shit when I'm working. Like,
Yeah, you're preoccupied.
but
Yeah.
I guess I'll make cookies. I guess I'll make popcorn.
Oh yeah. I guess I need
I
to.
should paint the living room. What?
I think I need to buy 20 storage bins and see what I can store. That's
And
literally
then
a thing.
buy the stuff to put in them.
Yeah, I'll buy more things to put in the storage bins. Yeah.
That's awesome. You're a writer. I'm in the writing program at UCB. I just started.
Oh, cool.
I finished the 101, but that's what I want to do. I want to write. Yeah, I'm getting more into it.
I think you
Sketch
have a fascinating background that would really lend itself to great stories.
I have all these stories in my phone because I travel a lot all over the world and I see the craziest things. Being in a punk rock band and playing weird places, I see the craziest shit and I write the ideas down in my phone. I was like, I want to write someday. I want to write a show, a TV show or something.
I think that's such a fun idea.
Oh, cool.
I think that's the thing I could see.
It's such a wonderful idea.
I could see that being a show.
Yeah.
For sure. People, because there's not a show like that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay,
The
done.
three of us.
We got it.
We
Done.
We could fucking sell that. Here,
We're going
buy
to.
it from us, guys. It's
Please.
already, we've trademarked it. How do we make shows?
I don't know. I don't know. I
We
fucking
got it.
don't know.
Trademarked and
I
registered.
got people that'll shop it.
Yeah.
I do. It's a good idea.
Do you have any other short stories you want to share with us, or shall we listen to some?
Let's listen to some.
Okay.
Hi, Marcy. Hi, Betsy. I love your podcast. I listen to it every day. So I was kind of curious as to what you guys think this is. So ever since I was younger, around middle school, I developed what I used to call very intense deja vu. So I would go to sleep and I would have these really realistic dreams that represented something that would happen almost the next day or a couple days after. And the first 3 intense dreams that I really had predicted 3 deaths in the family. And so I was just kind of freaking out. I didn't really tell anybody. I knew my mom kind of experienced a similar type of dream, but she would dream about things that she wasn't supposed to know about or things like that. And mine seemed to develop or kind of explain what would happen in the future. And so I kind of put him off aside as like, oh, this must be deja vu, like everyone gets this, yada, yada, yada. One specific day, I went to sleep and I had this really silly dream. And I remember before I went to sleep, I was like, if this is real, if I think what I'm thinking is real, I want to have proof of it. So I went to sleep and I had, again, like this really silly dream where I was standing in a circle of friends and they were all laughing and chatting, and then they all kind of stopped and they looked at me and they were all standing in a circle just looking at me. And I remember in my dream I was going to say, what? Like, what are you guys looking at? And then I look up in the sky and there's a spiraling football headed towards my forehead, and it bumps me in the forehead and knocks me, and then I wake up jolted out of my sleep. And so then I thought it was really silly. The next day I went to school. You know, recess has happened, and we're all kind of standing around in a circle, just chatting away. And I realized it's the exact same layout of my dream. And so they're all kind of just talking, and I'm just silent. They're like, oh, what's going on? Why aren't you talking? I was like, well, I had this really strange dream that we were standing in this exact same spot, just like this, and we were chatting. And then all of a sudden a football, and at that moment I look up in the sky and there's the goddamn damn spiraling football coming towards me. So I swerve and the football misses me. And I'm like, whoa, did you guys see that? And their jaws just dropped, because this is exactly what I was talking about. So I was like, okay, so this is real. And so they're like, oh, if you ever have a dream about us, please tell us, because that was crazy. And so I kind of had those dreams, never as intense as any of the ones in the past, but until I went to college, I had a really intense experience. So same thing happened. I had gone home for the weekend to spend time with my family, and had planned to go back up to the city of Boston, where I was going to college, with my boyfriend. And we were supposed to head out on Sunday. He was going to stay a couple of days and then head back home. And so that's what we did. That Sunday night, I had a dream. And it didn't really mean anything. I was sort of just doing leisurely walking down the middle of Boston, and I turned down this corner, which is Exeter Street, that leads onto Boylston Street, which is a big, shopping street and stuff like that. But as I'm turning the corner onto Exeter, onto Boylston from Exeter, I freeze. Like, my body freezes. I can't move. My legs won't move, anything like that. And so I remember my dream, I force myself to take a step forward. And as soon as I take a step forward to turn onto Boylston, everything goes black and I wake up from my dream. And I thought it was really weird, but I really didn't think about it until the next day. I just kept daydreaming about the same dream. And so me and my boyfriend are down there. We decide to get breakfast, and he decides that he wants to go into the city, do a little bit of shopping. And so he's like, we should just go down, we're so close. And plus the marathon's happening. There's a lot of people. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like being in a whole crowd of people. Why don't we go grocery shopping so, we can have breakfast tomorrow and stuff like that, because I have nothing back at the apartment. And so that's what we did. I convinced him to go grocery shopping with me. After we're done grocery shopping, I begin to tell him about the dream that I had last night. I was like, I've had this dream, and usually I try to pay attention to my dreams. And so I told him about the dream. And as we're walking, we realized that people are just kind of flooding out of the city and coming up into our way. And it was just really strange, because it was like single people walking by themselves, which, college kids never walk by themselves, or either with friends, and everybody's just kind of looking solemnly. And I'm like, oh, what is, like, this is strange, but really didn't think about it. I just thought, as people just leaving or the marathon, they're tired and want to go home. And so we get to my apartment and I get this call from my friend. She says, turn on the news. Don't come to Boston, stay home. And I'm like, I'm already in Boston. She's like, oh my God, turn on the news. Like, something's happening in Boston. And I swear to you guys, I turn on the news, and the first story, the first thing that the people on the news say is a bomb has gone off on the corner of Exeter and Boylston. And I just go blue. And that was the day of the Boston Marathon. I truly believe that if I wouldn't have convinced my boyfriend, let's go do something else instead, that we would have been in the midst. And I don't really think my mind would have been able to handle that day if I was, in it all. So I'm really grateful of my dreams, but I don't really know what to call it. Like, do I call myself psychic? Like, is it a guardian angel, looking out for my best interest and just preparing me for, bad things? But I don't know. What are you guys' opinion?
Holy shit!
That's...
Oh my God!
Well, I think those are some fucking premonitions.
Yeah.
I think that the football was like the beginning. Like, hey, wake up, because the real deal's about to happen in Boston. but the football was like, hey, pay attention to your dreams. I'm trying to help you.
Kind of like train you.
It's like trying to train you. With the football thing, it's like, okay, I need to pay attention to my dreams because the real thing's about to happen.
Oh,
I gotta say, when she told the football story, and I was thinking about how spooky it would be to have someone be like, I had a dream of football hit me and then missing, like in that moment. That I was like, that's a great story. But then when she told the story about the Boston Marathon, I mean, that's amazing.
I don't even know what to say. Like, what is it?
It's like premonitions. Like if you go back to one of our earliest episodes with Darcy Carden,
that's
her
wild.
dad had a premonition that saved the family's life. And like that's go back and listen to, I think it's like episode number 2 or whatever with Darcy Carden.
Wouldn't you though constantly be like I dream every single night, multiple dreams.
Are they hyper realistic?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel I would constantly just be like, okay, this is gonna happen. Like I'd be looking for it everywhere.
I don't usually remember my dreams that often, so I think if one like felt like that was so like weird, I don't know if it stuck with her. It seemed like that was part of it.
Realistic.
It stuck with her too.
Right.
You were saying at the beginning, you were like, that
because
stuff happens to me, the deja vu.
I've had tons of deja vu, like constantly throughout my entire life.
Yeah.
Where I would like, wait a minute, I would see like a white fence. I would be hanging out with friends talking, and I would all of a sudden just go click. I've been here before. You did this, you did that, you said this. There was a white fence here. This mailbox was here. Like I remember it in my mind, and I was like, "Oh, whoa!" It's like bits of dreams from my past.
Yeah.
Like I dreamed about all this before, and now it just happened.
Yes.
Like I've had that happen a lot in my life.
Yeah.
Tons of deja vus.
Yeah.
Like I've done this before. We've been here before.
Like,
we did
what
this.
is it? Is it like a time slip or what?
I don't
is
know.
it?
Well, we learned that time is a flat circle from True Detective, right? But like time isn't like a linear thing. We just experience it linearly because we've created calendars. Like that's a thing that humans did.
Yeah.
So like time is not linear like that. And I think sometimes like while you're experiencing something, it's sort of like almost like there's like another track that's just like a millisecond behind it or like or like a millisecond ahead, like that's what's happening, you know, like
Whoa.
like that's what I think, that it's like, oh yeah, this is supposed to happen, but there's like, or maybe even like a kind of like overlap of like alternate dimensions possibly.
Wow.
That like that you're living a life that's very similar in another dimension. There's like another you somewhere.
I mean,
and there's
is she happy death day to you too?
I mean, who did?
It's all about that.
That's what it's all about.
It almost seems like what the life you're living now, you already lived.
Yeah.
And you're just redoing it.
Yeah. Or if
and getting to pick different paths than from before.
Decisions you make in your
Ooh, that's
what
good.
if there's 1,000 different versions of
There
you?
might be.
Holy crap.
Oh,
How is there
shit.
room for
that
that?
just blew my
You ever
mind.
think back and go to a situation in your life like, if only I had done this,
Yeah.
if only I had done that,
Every
things
day.
could have been different.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Oh, this is blowing my mind.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
And I'm not even on pod,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Aaron,
Whoa.
this has been so much fun.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
Where can people find you online?
I have Instagram.
Yeah.
Hefe of NOFX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that. I'm not really on Facebook or anything.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I don't want to be on
wanna
there.
do that.
I have it just for my classes at UCB.
Yeah.
Oh,
where
yeah.
It's just classmates
That's
because
smart.
that's how they communicate. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm never on here.
Yeah.
And then go check out, you be doing comedy around LA.
And go
Yeah.
see NOFX when they're touring.
Yeah, NOFX has got a bunch of tours coming up.
Oh, hell yeah.
We have Anarchy Camp that's
Yes.
happening in June.
Fun.
I'm on an improv team called Fly Pelican. We perform around Hollywood.
Cool.
Different theaters.
Yeah.
I'm always at UCB. I'm always at shows. I hang out at Birds.
You don't want people to come up to you at Birds, do you?
Oops, I didn't mean. I don't hang out there. I was
never
kidding
mind.
about Birds.
All right. Thank you so much, Aaron.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
My house is at... Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants!
That was a HeadGum podcast.